Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Arizona time, and I bring you a new card idea, and hopefully everyone had a great weekend. We had an uneventful weekend this weekend, but that's always nice, just to have nothing going on in your life. Hi, Jess. Oh my goodness, thanks for joining. We didn't do very much of anything. Hi, Heather. Thank you. Good evening. We were one of the lucky ones that we still had power this weekend. I know Jessica, she had a power outage this weekend from all these storms that we had. We did not. I think all the rain went all the way around us, and I think Cactus is still having power outages, and some areas are still not, their power still is not back on. So it's kind of crazy. Hopefully we're out of our drought. I don't know that we are, but with all this rain, you would certainly think we are coming out of our drought, but I don't know. But anyways, so I was looking to see what we could do for our card tonight, and I wanted to do a fun fold card. And a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I did a card, I think, with the little doggy on it. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining. And so I wanted to do a fun fold with that one, and I think I ended up not. I don't remember what I did with that one. So I found the lady that did that fun fold, and so I found her again, and so I figured out how to do that fun fold for the different card. So I was so excited. So she called it a swing window fun fold, and her name is Terry Gaines. So I kind of went on her website and I kind of looked at some of the cards that she did. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. So I learned how to do her fun fold, her swing card. So I kind of messed with it and then got how to do the fun fold part of it. And then I created the card from her fun fold. So I had to do a birthday card this month. So I thought, oh, I'll do a birthday card with it. So I used like 5 different things to create this card. Usually I try to just use like one set, but I use like a whole bunch of sets to do this, because the happy birthday from the Happiness Abounds is too long because it has to fit inside the fold, otherwise it pops out, so it doesn't. But I really like the Happiness Abounds. The paper is really beautiful. You can get paper to go with it, but I didn't use that paper, so I played with it, and I ended up just doing it all on my own and doing some other different things. So I literally ended up using like 5 different things to make this card. So yeah, it's a bit, but it's a simple card, but it just took me like all these different moving pieces to get it to come all together. So it's a super pretty card, but the card we're gonna make, I'm gonna make it a different color, but I chose pinks because I thought it was super pretty for the pinks. So this is the card we're gonna make. It's super pretty, but it's super easy. So this is, voila. Isn't that super cute? I just thought it was so much fun, and I was so excited that I learned how to do this. So on this one, I did put a greeting on the inside, and it says, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. But on the one we're making, I'm not going to put a greeting on the inside, but you can put a greeting on the inside. You just have to make sure you put it all the way to the right-hand side so that when it closes, you don't see it. But it's so super cute that it swings open. That's why she calls it a swing window, because it swings open, but it's super cute. So I saved some of it to show you how to put it together so that it kind of makes sense. Because my directions on the directions kind of don't really make a lot of sense. So, are the dimensions, but I didn't really put directions. So I'm going to kind of show you. So the card base is super simple. So I'm going to turn you so that you can see me with the direction part. So again, this is the card. It's super cute. You open it up and it swings open, and I just thought it was super cute, and it just seemed like it was so much fun. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sarah. I know, because you love fun folds. It's super. I loved this when I saw this lady make this card. I'm like, oh my gosh. And she did it, of course, a different card, but what I liked was the fun fold part. And I know you love fun folds. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is super fun. I'm going to have to do this. So it's super cute. So, so the card base is super easy. It's super simple. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So this score mark is at 4 1/4, just like normal. And then what you do is you take and this inside, you can do any one of our inserts will work, or any one of our cutouts. You could do a circle, you can do a because the dog, I think I did a circle, but any one of them. But I did the Deckled Rectangle Dies, so which works perfect. But again, you can do a circle punch. You can do almost anything. So I did the Deckled Rectangle Dies, and this is what they look like. And I did the third from the top. So 1, 2, 3. So I did this one. So I did this one. It just gives it lots and lots of dimension. So then you turn it this way, like this, and then you run it through the Stampin' Emboss machine, and then that gives you that middle cutout. And then it gives you a piece. Oh, I put it away somewhere. So then it'll cut this out, and you can save the inside piece for another card. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to use a different color. So I used a different color for the inside on this one. So I did the same thing for this one. So I took the same size. So I took this same size and I ran it again on a different color. And I took the middle piece, and that's what's going to go inside here. Okay. So you just run this second one, same size, and then you're going to use the middle piece, and that's going to go on the inside. So whatever coordinating colors you want. So I did Coastal Cabana and what did I do? Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay is what I did for my colors. So then I did that. And then I wanted just a little more dimension. So I took this piece. You can barely see it because the lighting is so crazy. And then I ran it through the embossing machine, and I used the Pretty Flowers Embossing Folder. And that gave it, again, some more dimension. So we're going to put this back in here, but not yet. And now we need the inside mechanism for this. And so I thought I would show you, and I would cut that out with you. So that is going to be, because we're using colored cardstock, so we're going to use white piece of regular paper. So we want that to be at, oh, sorry, I'm going to get this out. So we want that to be at 6 3/4. And I have to always use my little thing. I don't know my 3/4. It's on here, but I don't know what it is. So I always use my little ruler here that tells me what my 6 3/4 is. So my 6 3/4. Oops, sorry. That's going to be 6 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then we're going to turn it around again, and we're going to score it at 1 1/4. That's not quite so. 2 1/4. And 3 5/8. And yes, I have to use my little cheat ruler again. Okay. All right, so then that's everything. Hi, Heather. Oh, great dies, yes. Okay, and then she tells us, I love how she tells us how to fold this. So then now we've made all of our, she says, the first one is a mountain fold, which I thought that was so funny. But it does, it looks like a mountain. I'll increase that. Second one is a mountain fold. And then the third one is a valley fold. So it's going to fold this way. Okay, so we have mountain, mountain, and valley. Okay, so this is the piece that's going to get, now if you were going to put a sentiment, you would want to put the sentiment as close as you can. I'm not going to, but you're going to place the sentiment as close as you can to the right side. You can put it up or up high or in the middle, but just make sure that it's as close to the right hand side. So now we want to turn the card towards you with this opening and then flip it over, and we're going to glue that piece on. You're only going to put the glue up to this first fold. That's what's going to go on the card on the inside. So I'm going to put this here, put it, just center it on this here. We're going to have just a little bit on all around. If we got where we want it, we can kind of tack it down. And then we're going to, now we have fold, fold, fold. So now we just take it, it's like, it lays like this. Now we're going to take it and we're going to lay the two folds like this. And we're going to only put tear and tape to this very first fold. So we're going to tear and tape. She showed us like this. We're going to tear and tape here, here, and here, because we're going to flip this over and then it's going to be there. So that's all where we're going to put tear and tape. So, and we won't see that once we get that on there. And it doesn't have to be all the way to the bottom. because you're going to put another piece up there. So and then you're going to put a piece right across here. And you just don't want to go over. No, tear for me. Doesn't have to go all the way to the edge. It's okay. Oh my God, I'm used to using it. I don't use it very much. Here. Did it much more eloquently, but that's okay. As long as we don't go over this here, we're okay. And let's use our little, this will help us get this separated. Kind of overlapped it just a tad, so there we go. Okay. Now you want to make sure it's laid flat, and then you'll flip this over. And then that makes our mechanism. And then we have more put on, but we don't have the rest of it done yet. So we'll make the rest, and then I'll show you the rest. But that makes our mechanism. All right, now let's do the front. So I did the to make the these flowers and stems. I stamped we have the stamps and the flower, the stems. So use your memento, and you want to just stamp them. And then you'll want to get the dies. And I brought the mini, because I knew if they would fit in the mini. And both of them will fit in here. And then you just fit this in here. This fits around very nicely. And then the stems fit on here. And then we have them all cut out. Voila. Now I already cut them out and pre-did them. I knew this would take me forever to do this. So then we use our blender pens. I love our blender pens. And I colored them. So super easy. And I used the light Bermuda Bay and the dark Bermuda Bay, and I colored them in. And then for the stems, I used dark Granny Apple. We have so many greens that you could just pick any color green that you want to use. But I mean, whatever color you want to use. I mean, literally. And just color them in. And I didn't like this little stem on the bottom, so I basically cut it off on all of them. You would never know it. It's because I didn't want it sticking out. So I'll just cut it off, around. You don't even know that it's even there. I even did that. Now, when I looked, I did mine, that middle piece, I did it a different color, and then I did the flowers, the opposite color. You can do them all the same color, you can do them however you want. Doesn't really matter. I just looked at the paper, and that's how the paper had it. So that's how I ended up doing them. So it was kind of fun. So that's what I did. And then I noticed on the paper, this has like little tentacles, and the little tentacles were yellow. So I got out some yellow and I just dotted it, and it actually looks just like it on the paper. So I thought, well, that is kind of cool. So, I mean, these take like 2 seconds to color. They literally do not take long. And we're done. And I colored the others, so you don't have to watch me color them all. And then I just dotted here, and you can see that it does have the yellow in there. So that makes it really nice. And we're done coloring. Let's stamp our happy birthday. Oh, I did not get the Bermuda Bay color for my happy birthday, though. So sorry. I had my pink out, and I did not have my Bermuda Bay. Okay, stamp our happy birthday on here. There we go. Where did my piece go? Uh-oh. Oh, that's on the floor. Okay, this is what I didn't do with my other pink piece. So this fits in here. And as you see, it doesn't. So you have to turn it so that it will fit in there. Since it's cut from the same thing, you have to make sure that you put it in there the correct way. So it will line up. So I didn't do that the first time. I had to take everything off and realign it because it's cut the same way. So, all right. Because we want it to fit in there. So it's backwards. Before I put everything on here, I want to make sure that I have it lined up. And I don't. What is going on here? It goes this way. It's like a puzzle. Now it lined up for me the other way. Another one lined up just fine for me. But this one's not going to. What is going on here? What is going on? No, it lines up better the other way. Well, all right, what is going on? The other one lined up. There we go. Okay, I think that's the way it goes. Oh my goodness. It's just giving me fits today. I think that's the way. Okay, now we can put everything on this. So now we can assemble everything. And I ended up, of course, putting, I think that's right, dimensionals on it. Dimensionals on these. And we'll take them all off. Got them on. And I ended up putting little dimensionals on these guys. It's easier. Oops. It's stuck to my fingers. All right. These little ones. All right. Get these all on and pulled off. Put it down here. I found it was easier to put the happy birthday, so I knew where to place the flowers. Even though, and you can put the happy birthday at the bottom, the top. No, you can put that down at the bottom. And then we'll put the flowers. Stems. And you don't want anything to go past the edges because it won't go in here. If you go past the edges, it won't go through the window very well. All right, one more. Up the top. You can do 4 flowers too if you want. I think 4 will fit on here. Kind of liking these colors together too. Pink was pretty too. I like the pink too. But I thought, for our other card, I think I'll do some other colors. right. There we go. Now we're going to put this on. I'm not sure that that really fits on there right. Okay. So we're going to put a piece of tape here and a piece of tape here. Okay. So we're going to put it towards us again, just because it makes it easier for you to see what you're doing. Right. Another piece of tape. It's going to hold that in place. Nice little tool. This just helps you get that separation. Usually. Okay. There we go. There's a, on the tear and tape, there's a piece of tape that stays on the bottom. Now, this is why you wanted to make it fit before you did that, but this just does not seem like it fits. I don't think it fits right. I still don't think I have it right. You make it fit and then you push it down. I still don't think I have it lined up right, but we're going to go with it. And then there we go. I just think that's just so exciting. I just loved this card. And then I can always stamp inside later. I think I might want to change the inside greeting. And then I'm going to put these super cute dots, the glossy dots. I think these are super cute because these Bermuda Bay ones just look super cute on here. So I'm going to do these and we will be done. Sorry, I'm over just a few minutes, but that will just be the end of them. We need something up there. We need something there. There we go. That just shined it up and made it all the better, I think. Thanks, Heather. And then a greeting inside, and then I think that is just a super cute card. I just think that's, and you could put anything on the front. You could put an animal, you could put different flowers, you could stamp on there, you could make that white and you could stamp on there. I mean, you could just do almost anything. So hopefully you like that card. And then next week, next Monday, I won't be on live. I'll be driving back from Laughlin because I'm taking my mom to Laughlin for the weekend for her birthday. So super excited. 4 more days, Mom, and then we'll be driving. So super excited. So I won't be live next Monday, but I'll be live again the following Monday. So anyways, everyone have a great week. If you do need anything, of course, you can get a hold of me and I will be here and I can help you, and have a great week. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oops. And oh, yeah. And how do I go like